What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City transfer update. We're rolling out daily Manchester City transfer updates, so if you want to stay in the loop with the latest Manchester City transfer news, then make sure that you do subscribe, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. I'll keep you up to date every single day with the latest happening in the January transfer window with everything Manchester City related. We're also aiming for 15,000 subscribers, so any help towards that also be much appreciated. We're less than 200 subscribers away. Don't forget also social media links in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen. Email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video. Once again, 300 likes, the like goal for this video, and also let me know your thoughts in the comments below, as I'm always interested in what you do have to say with regards to these transfers. And lastly, this video is once again sponsored and brought to you by the best footballing app out there, OneFootball. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. Thank you very much to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. If you haven't downloaded the OneFootball app already, then what are you doing? You need to go and download the OneFootball app. It'll keep you up to date with the latest Manchester City transfer news, the latest news happening, also latest scores, live statistics, live league tables, all that good stuff. Go and download the app through the link at the top of my description. Pressing that link will take you through to the download page to download the OneFootball app. It also helps to support the future content created on the JSGC channel. So let's crack on with this video. So we're going to start off with the outs first, and we've got an update on Sergio Aguero. Now, Jose Alvarez, who is very reliable when it comes to Sergio Aguero information. So this is reliable information that we're getting from sources close to Sergio Aguero, who are reporting that PSG are looking very closely at Sergio Aguero's situation at Manchester City. For clarity, his contract is up June 30th of this year. PSG right now are free to talk to Sergio Aguero, and Sergio Aguero could sign a pre-contract agreement with them. Now, I'm not saying that is what is going to happen right now, but what I am saying is that Manchester City have left this very late if they do want Aguero to stay at Manchester City. Now, I think the concern City are getting is just how injured is Sergio Aguero. How likely is it that he'll get back to full fitness with the age that he's getting towards and the capabilities that City are looking for? The question remains, is Sergio Aguero the answer that City now are looking for in the long term? Now, to me, Sergio Aguero showed tremendous commitment to Manchester City, has become a Manchester City legend, and there is absolutely no doubting about that. And I think if Aguero wants to leave this summer, then Aguero should leave this summer, because after all, he's a City legend. He deserves to say when he wants to leave Manchester City. However, on the other end of the spectrum is Sergio Aguero, which we have heard reports of is happy and wants to stay at Manchester City. Then I think City should be offering Aguero a contract extension, and if Aguero then turns down the contract extension, then that is up to Sergio Aguero. And do you know what I mean? The decision's then made by Aguero, not by Manchester City, because I think Aguero deserves to say when he wants to leave Manchester City, because that's how much he's done for the club. If he wants to go to PSG, then we should let Aguero go to PSG. I think that's a situation that we're currently in, but Man City have left it very late, and we're not seeming to be communicating with Aguero very much, is what we've heard. And so I think Aguero is reading between the lines and saying that City don't want him here. And if that is the case, then at some point Aguero will say, are you going to give me a new contract or not, because he's got an offer here, and it's seemingly looking like PSG are the club that are going to do that. Apparently Pochettino, the new manager at PSG, is very keen on Sergio Aguero becoming the new striker at Paris Saint-Germain, and that is what he wants, and so PSG are working to try and make that doable. So if City want to keep hold of Aguero, what I will say before these offers start coming in for him, and mark my words, if clubs around the world get a sniff of Sergio Aguero wanting to leave Manchester City, they will all be submitting their offers to him. Manchester City, though, need to be working quickly if we do want to keep Aguero, because, like I said, there's going to be some very tempting offers out there. To be honest, I think Aguero, at least, would have a 12-month extension at the very least on offer from Manchester City, but I'm not hearing anything about an offer on the table for him, so I don't know what's happening there. I'm going to do a little bit more digging for you, and hopefully I can give you another update on that in the coming days. Now, moving on to the next player. Speaking of players that haven't got contract offers on the table, Fernandinho. Again, pretty similar to Sergio Aguero. The Telegraph are reporting that Fernandinho, he does have pre-contract offers for the summer from clubs around Europe and from South America too. Fernandinho, though, isn't going to reply to these offers yet, as he wants to see if Manchester City are going to offer him an extension and obviously sort out in the short term his future. Now, Fernandinho looks very settled, looks very happy in Manchester with his family here, and I presume that is the stance from Fernandinho too, and that's why he's waiting, because he does want to stay at Manchester City. And I think it's unfair on Fernandinho. I think it's unfair on Sergio Aguero for City to be stringing this along. And normally City will give players until April or May to sort it out for when the contracts expire in June. Just look at Vincent Kompany and when the decision was made. That decision was made around a month before his contract expired. Now, club legends like Kompany, like Aguero, like Fernandinho, I feel like the players deserve to know on notice beforehand, rather than April, May time, to say that you are no longer going to be required by Manchester City and we're not going to be renewing the contract. I'd have thought around now, within the next month or so, would be a good time for us to say, look, Fernandinho, thank you for all the time you spent at Manchester City. We think it's time for you to leave Manchester City, as harsh as it sounds. So it gives Fernandinho plenty of time to find the best club possible for him and his family, and the same with Sergio Aguero as well. So just keeping an eye on things, but I'm just starting to hear more and more about Aguero leaving Manchester City. I'm hearing more and more about no offer on the table, or he's going to be submitted to Fernandinho. So don't be surprised if Aguero and Fernandinho leave Manchester City in the summer, because I will just refer back to this video and say, I told you so. But that's what I'm hearing from them, and it's all quiet from the City end. Personally, to me, Aguero and Fernandinho are fantastic football players, fantastic servants at Manchester City, and I would love them to stay at Manchester City until they decide that they want to leave it. If that means them staying here for another 3 or 4 seasons and then retiring, then so be it, because they're fantastic football players. Aguero and Fernandinho are more than capable of doing a job at any top European club, so we'll see. We will certainly see. What I will say, though, Aguero does leave. City need a striker. I'm hearing, regardless of Aguero signing a new contract or not, City are still looking at a striker. Defensive midfielder. If Fernandinho leaves, City will need a new defensive midfielder. If Fernandinho decides to stay, I would imagine City would still be looking at a central midfielder, because we haven't filled the gaps with David Silva. What I would imagine City would be looking for would be a midfielder that's more than capable of holding, as well as playing in the deeper role, as well as offensively going forward, much like what Ilkay Gundogan can do. And if I'm just thinking of players on top of my head, I'm thinking players like Houssem Aouar that can do kind of both roles. So we'll see where City go in the summer. Now, moving on to the ins, we've got a very small Dayot Upamecano update. Now, Manchester City were linked last summer. Fabrizio Romano says Upamecano will not be leaving RB Leipzig this winter. However, he is expected to leave in the summer. Release clause, €42 million. Will Manchester City make a move? Eric Garcia is expected to leave Manchester City. That is going to leave us with 4 centre-backs. If Taylor Harwood-Bellis will be loaned out, or that is the plan for this winter and into next summer, having just 4 centre-backs, City could cope with that. My concern is how injury-prone John Stones is. As much as he's had a fantastic season, I still have reservations about his fitness, and if he gets injured, and John Stones has shown just how good a player he can be, all of a sudden then, yeah, we've got 3 centre-backs. So City, I've heard murmurs that City are having a look at this, a centre-back in the summer, looking for that 5th choice. Whether that's Upamecano or not, I'm not sure. €42 million seems like a fairly decent price for a good, top-quality young centre-back like Upamecano. My only reservation I have about him, though, is just like John Stones, he's a little bit injury-prone. So my question to you guys, yay or nay, €42 million, would you be happy for Upamecano to come and City having a look at their options and a possible 5th choice centre-back? Do you think Upamecano's, well, too good to be a 5th choice centre-back? Or do you want Manchester City to move on from centre-backs, which is kind of where my stance is at. But like I said, if it's been reported, I will bring that to you, so that's why we're talking about it. So there we go, that's been the transfer update. Thank you everyone for watching this video, it is much appreciated by me. If you are new around here and you want to stay in the loop with the latest Manchester City transfer news, and you do like these daily Manchester City transfer updates, then make sure that you do subscribe, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. We are very, very close now to 15,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget social media links, Twitter and Instagram. They're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and search for me and follow me on there. Email also in the description below, so if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries, let me know your thoughts in the comments below of these transfers, and do leave a thumbs up on this video if you did enjoy this video. On a last note, go and download the OneFootball app, the best footballing app out there. Link is at the top of my description if you want to go and download that app. And thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well, and I'll see you all again tomorrow for the next daily Manchester City transfer update, or later on this evening for the live watch along of the Premier League game between Manchester City and Brighton. So I'll see you all either this evening or tomorrow. So I've been JSGC. Peace. Ciao for now.